Hey everybody, it's Laura from Hair Hardware, and today I'm going to show you how to make this cheer bow that uses this really cool holographic iron-on vinyl. And that kind of vinyl gives it, I'm not sure how well you can see it on the camera here, but it's this really shiny holographic look. It's very sparkly, very glossy, and this kind of vinyl is a little stiffer to work with than some of the other vinyl that's available for cheer bows. So I'm going to show you how to get a nice center crease and how to make this work for you. For this bow I'm using 3-inch grosgrain ribbon in black that I've cut to 26 inches long. And don't worry about the ends here yet. We're going to treat those in a little bit. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the holographic vinyl, and I'm going to adhere it to one end of the ribbon that I have pre-cut. This kind of vinyl, it has two sides. It has this shiny side with this plastic carrier sheet on it. This is the side that we're going to iron. On the other side, it's a dull kind of frosted look. This is the bottom part that irons onto the ribbon. So these vinyl strips, they're already 3 inches wide, so they're perfect and ready to go on the ribbon. What you need to do is carefully line it up, edge to edge, so you have your ribbon covered by the vinyl, and just bring it right up to the edge. And you don't want to put your iron directly on top. You really should have a pressing sheet. And what I use is this splat mat. It's a special kind of material that can withstand pretty high temperatures. So once you make sure that you have everything lined up exactly how you want it, because unfortunately there is no room for error with these. Once you iron it down, if it's wrong, unfortunately you've ruined it. So it's best to double check and triple check and make sure that it's perfect. So I have mine all set. I have my pressing sheet on. I'm going to take my iron and I'm going to hold it straight down. I don't want to rub it back and forth because that will cause the vinyl strip to slide. You definitely don't want that to happen. This is especially important if you're ironing on something like cutouts, like name cutouts and decorations. That will be a big problem. So just make sure you hold your iron nice and steady. When you move it to the next spot, just lift it up and put it down in the next area. You only need about 5 seconds in each spot. Okay, I'm going to lift my pressing sheet. And what I usually do, just to be certain, is I flip it over. I put the carrier sheet, or the pressing sheet, back on, and I give it another once over with the iron, just to make sure that the edges are fully adhered. You certainly don't want the vinyl to lift in any areas. And another thing that's pretty important, when you iron this, you want a very flat ironing surface without much padding. This mat that I have right here, this gray foam mat, it's called a Steady Betty, and it's perfect for this type of application. Okay, now that I have this ironed down, you're going to take the corner and bend it, and you'll see that you'll be able to separate this clear carrier sheet. This type of vinyl, you want to peel this carrier sheet off while it's still warm. Makes it easier to pull off. There's some vinyl that you need to pull off when it's hot, some when it's cold. This one peels off real nice when it's warm. And you'll see you have this super shiny holographic glitter right on the end of your ribbon here. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but on this side I'm going to use red holographic glitter. We have this in a lot of different colors. You can get it in different strip widths, and you can even have name and shape cutouts made with it. Now it does leave a space in the middle here, and we do this on purpose. no matter what you're using on your ribbon, if it's fabric or if it's vinyl, the center can get really thick and chunky. So we leave a space here partly to help us find the center, make sure the bow stays proportional, and also so that there's not so much of this vinyl to fold and crease. It makes a much nicer, smoother center. So to crease this, first you just take your ribbon and you just cross it in the center like that. Just make sure your loops are proportional, flip it over, and that you use this center point as a reference. And then when you have it exactly how you want it, you just fold back and forth like this to crease the center. And we're going to put a zip tie around the middle. This type of vinyl, it's a little stiffer than some of the other vinyls, so you really need something strong like a zip tie to hold that. So you just wrap the zip tie around the center and pull it halfway tight at first so that you have some room to make adjustments. So just make sure that your loops look even, your tails look even, and when you're happy with it, pull the zip tie as tight as you can get it. Okay, so I have my zip tie tightened as tight as I can get it there, and we can trim the tails now. To trim the tails, usually I make a V-cut. Just fold it in half, and then on an angle, cut like that, and open it up, and you'll have your nice V-cut. Do the same thing on the other side. Just make sure you get the same angle and that you cut the same amount off. Okay, now on the back here where you tightened that zip tie, you have this extra piece. You can trim that off. And right here, where that, make sure that piece is in the back where the zip tie connects itself. We're going to glue the ponyo right to that. So use a glue gun, put a nice generous blob of glue on there. And I prefer to use the ponios with metal for cheer bows. We also have them available without metal, like this, but I like using the ones that have the metal clamp to hold it together in the back. It's just a little stronger. But if your association requires no metal to be used in any of the hair accessories or anything, we also have them without metal too. So we give that a second for the glue to dry, and then I'm going to use this black glitter velvet for the center. It looks really nice with this holographic vinyl. So to put the center on, put another blob of glue, this time on top of your ponyo, and put your center ribbon on there. Wrap it around to the back. You can see that my piece is too long, so I will trim off some extra here. And then use a little bit more glue on the end of your ribbon to glue the end down. And there you have your holographic vinyl cheer bow. If you like projects like this, be sure to like our video and subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of our new videos that we're putting out. Thanks for watching.